Getting started with Cloud Shell and gcloud lab. Start lab. I'm not a robot. Skip. Okay, open a Google Cloud Console. Okay, next. Copy the password and paste. Agree. Agree and continue. Okay, go with this step. Setup and requirements. Before you click the Start Lab button, read this instruction. Okay, okay. Active Cloud Shell. Cloud Shell is a virtual machine that is loaded with development tools. It offers a persistent 5 gigabytes home directory and runs on the Google Cloud. Cloud Shell provides command line access to your Google Cloud resource. Click Activate Cloud Shell at the top of the Google Cloud console. When you are connected, you are already authenticated, and the project is set to your project ID. The output contains a line that declares the project ID for this session. How in this example? Okay, go to verify that. In this is the active Cloud Shell. Click, and Cloud Shell manage your infrastructure and develop your application from any browser with Cloud Shell. Cloud Shell comes with Cloud SDK, gcloud, Cloud Code, and online code editor and other utilities pre-installed. Fully authentication and up to date. Learn more. Cloud Shell is free for all users. Continue. Provisioning your Cloud Shell machine, connecting to your Cloud Shell instance. Welcome to Cloud Shell. Type help to get started. Your cloud platform project in this session is set to this. Use gcloud configure set project ID to change a different project. Student. Okay. Your cloud platform. Your cloud platform. And gcloud is a command line tool for Google Cloud. IT Google Cloud it comes pre-installed on Cloud Shell and support have computation. Optional, you can list the active account names with this command. Go to try. Authorize Cloud Shell. Cloud Shell needs permission to use your credentials for the gcloud. Click Command Line Interface command. Click Authorize the grant permissions to this and future calls. Authorize. Okay. Okay. This is the same output in my example. Optional, you can list the project ID with this command. Go to try this command. Project, your active configuration is this, and a student. Okay. Okay. For full documentation of gcloud in Google Cloud, refer to the gcloud command line interface overview guide. After Cloud Shell is activated, you can use the command line to invoke the Cloud SDK gcloud tool or other tools available on the virtual machine instance. Later in the lab, you will use the home directory, which is used in persistent disk storage and store files across projects and between closed shell sessions. Your home directory is private to you and cannot be accessed by other users. Configuring your environment in this session, you learn about specific aspects of the development environment that you can adjust. Understanding regions and zones. Okay, certain Google Computer Engine resource like in a regions or zones. A region is a specific geographical location where you can run your resource. Each region has one or more zones. For example, the U Central region denotes the region in the central United States that has some U Central 1A, U Central 1B, 1C, and 1F. The following table shows zones in their respective zones. Western Oz, Central Oz, Eastern Oz, Western Europe, and Eastern Asia. Resources that live in a zone are referred to as zonal resource, virtual machine instance, and persist disk live in a zone. If you want to attach a persistent disk to a virtual machine instance, both resources must be in the same zone. Similarly, if you want to assign a static IP address to an instance, the instance must be in the same region as the static IP address. Now learn more about regions and zones and see a complete list in Google Cloud Compute Engine regions and zone documentation. Set the region to OS West 1, copy this command, and paste in the command line interface. Warning, property validated for compute region was skipped. Update property computer region. Okay. To view the project region settings, run the following command: gcloud config get value computer region. Copy and paste your sorry. Okay, your active configuration is Cloud Shell 26069 OS West 1. Okay, set the sound to OS West 1B with this command. Copy and paste. Warning, property validation for compute zone was skipped. Update property compute zone. Okay. To view the project zone settings, run the following command: gcloud config get value compute zone. Okay, now this is my region or zone. This is was my before zone. You can see. And finding project information, copy your project ID to your clipboard or text editor. The project ID is listed into place. Okay, this is the project ID. In the Cloud Console on the dashboard under Project Info, click Navigation menu and then click Cloud Overview Dashboard. Cloud Overview and Dashboard. Okay. And copy my project ID. On the laptop near your username and password. Okay. In Cloud Shell, run the following gcloud command to view the project ID for your project. In Cloud Shell, run the following gcloud command to view details about project. Okay, your active configuration is this. Okay, gcloud config get value project. The last four digits is E6D2. Okay, it's the same or of my project ID. And the next is in the cloud shell, run the following gcloud command to view details about the project. Okay, with this command, only copy and paste and enter. Your active, okay, your active configuration is the next. Okay, fingerprint, items. Okay, this is for B or foresee the details about the project. Find the zone and region metadata values in the output. You use the zone Google Cloud default zone from the output layer in this lab. Find the zone and region metadata values in the output. Okay, this is my zone and this is my region. Okay. Note when the Google Compute default region and Google Compute default zone keys are values are missing from the output, no default zone or region is set. The output includes other useful information regarding your project. Take some time to explore this in more detail. Okay. Setting environment variables. Environment variables define your environment and help save these when you write scripts that contain APs or executables. Create an environment variable to store your project ID. Okay, copy this command, paste, and enter. Your active configuration is Cloud Shell. Okay, create an environment variable to store your zone. Okay, and to verify that your variables were set properly, run the following command. Okay, to watch is all of these inputs is set in the configuration. You can watch with this command. Project ID and some. Okay, okay, project ID and some. Creating a virtual machine with the gcloud tool. Use the gcloud tool to create a new virtual machine VM instance. To create your virtual machine, run the following command: gcloud compute instance create gcloud tool. Okay, go to copy this command and enter. This process take a few seconds. Okay, this is the name of my virtual machine, the zone, the machine type, internal IP, and external IP. This is very important for understand what is the communication between networks between devices. And okay, This should be the output. Command detail gcloud compute allows you to manage your computer engine resource in a format that simple that the compute engine AP. Instance create creates a new instance. gcloud2 is the name of the virtual machine. Okay, this flag specify the machine type, and this flag specify where the VM is created. If you omit the some flag, the gcloud tool can infer you desire some based on your default properties. Other requires instance settings such as machine type and image are set to default values if not specified in the create command. Test complex task. Click check my progress to verify your perform task. If you have successfully created a virtual machine with the gcloud tool, an assessment score is displayed. Okay, assessment complete. Open help for the create command, run the following command. gcloud compute instance create help. Okay, now press enter or the spacebar to scroll through the help context. To exit the content type Q. Exploring gcloud commands. The gcloud tool offers simple usage guidelines that are available by adding the -h flag for help onto the end of any gcloud command. Run the following command. Okay, git and again paste. Okay, usage gcloud optional flags group maybe. Okay, command maybe. For detailed information on this command and its flag, run this command. You can access move verbobs help by appending the double dash help flag or auto command or to running the gcloud help command. Run the following command gcloud config help. Okay, okay. Name gcloud configuration view and detail Google Cloud command line interface properties. Synopsis description. This is like a man in Linux operating system. You know. Okay. Run the following command. Okay. This is gcloud config view and edit Google Cloud command line interface properties. Okay. The result of the Google config help and Google help config command are equivalent, but return log details help. There are global flags in gcloud that govern the behavior of commands on a pre-invocation level. Flags override any value set in SDK properties. View the list of configuration in your environment. This is like Linux with the command list but more gcloud config. Copy Q and paste. Okay, this is my region, I said. This is my zone, I said. This is my account. This is the project, and this is the environment. Okay. To see all properties and their settings with this command. Okay, with this command is a lot of information. Okay, and list your components, gcloud components. Okay, your current Google Cloud command line interface version is this. The latest available version is this. Components status not install name appct1. Okay, we can install Cloud Store emulator, Cloud SQL Proxy v2, Cloud Spanner emulator, Cloud Spanner, migration tool, Google container, registry Docker. Okay, this command display the gcloud components that are ready for you to use in this lab. Okay, this command is very important for the next labs. Task 2, filter the command line output. The gcloud command line interface is a powerful tool for working at the command line. You might want to specify information to be displayed. List the compute instance available in the project. Okay. Now, having multiple resources deployed in a project is very common. Fortunately, gcloud has some clever formatting that can help identify a specific resource, like in this form. And list the gcloud to virtual machine with this command. Okay, okay. In the web command, you ask gcloud on this show the information matching the creating EA, for example, a virtual instance name matching the criteria. List the firewall rules in the project. Okay, this is very important for security in the cloud. Okay, list the firewall rules for the default network. Okay, if you want to see a security engineer or cybersecurity engineer, this is very important to you now. And list the firewall rules for the default network where the allow rules match and ICMP Internet Control Message Protocol rule. Copy and paste. Okay, okay. Connecting to your VM instance. Okay, okay, okay. To leave the passphrase empty, press enter twice. Now you have connected to the virtual machine created early in the lab. Did you notice how the command prompt changed? The prompt now says something similar to this. The referred before add indicates the accounting being used. After the add sign, indicate the host machine being accessed. Okay. Install Nginx web server onto virtual machine. Okay. You don't need to anything here. To disconnect from security shell and exit the remote shell, run the following command exit. Okay. Task 4, updating the firewall. When using compute resource such as a virtual machine, it's important to understand to associate firewall rules. List the firewall rules for the project with this command. From the above, you can see there are two networks available. The default network is here, the virtual machine is located. Try to access the engine service running on the gcloud 2 machine, virtual machine node. Communication with the virtual machine will fail as it does not have an appropriate firewall rule. The engine's web server is expecting to communicate on TCP. This is Transport Control Protocol in the port 80. To get communication working, you need to add a tag to the gcloud 2 virtual machine, add a firewall rule for the HTTP traffic. Add a tag to the virtual machine. Okay, and copy this and paste. Update the firewall rules to allow. Copy and paste. Is creating the firewall and list the firewall rules for the project. Copy and paste. Okay. Okay. Okay, now we can connect to the server GX. Verify communication is possible for HTTP to the virtual machine with this command. Okay, we can see the content on this server. You will see the default Nginx output. Task 5, viewing the system logs. View the logs is essential to understand the working of your project. Use gcloud to access the different logs available on Google Cloud. View the available logs on the system with this command. View the logs that relates to compute resource. Okay. And read the log related to the resource type of GCI instance. Okay. And read the logs for a specific virtual machine. Task 6, testing your understanding. The following multiple choice questions shall reinforce your understanding of these lab concepts. Three basic ways to interact with the cloud service and resource are client libraries, command line interface, cloud console, uh, three basic ways. Clients, libraries. Okay. Congratulations, you learned how to launch Cloud Shell and run some simple gcloud commands. Next step, learn more. To learn more about Cloud Shell, refer to the Cloud Shell documentation or the YouTube video. To learn more about the gcloud, refer to the gcloud documentation or the YouTube video with this link. Continue learning by taking these labs. Google Cloud training. Okay, I have 100% of this lab complete.